Committee on Parole is called to order. Can you hear me down there? We can't hear you. Can you get someone to unmute your device?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hear you now. My name is Danny Barra, serving as your chairman today. My colleagues on today's panel are Ms. Stapleton to my left and Mr. Prater on Zoom. Panel today is being held at Baton Rouge, Louisiana headquarters, and our remote location is the St. Bernard, Blackman Parish Detention Center. Is there any staff in the room with you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Would you please introduce yourself for the record?
My name is Deputy Matthews.
All right, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Mr. Washington, I'm reviewing your paperwork from the preliminary hearing, and it was determined then that you were not eligible for appointed counsel based on Supreme Court guidelines because you can read and write and do understand the nature of these proceedings. So we're going to continue. This is the same type of hearing as that. The way it's going to work, I'm going to read you some violations and ask you for a plea of either guilty, not guilty, guilty with a statement, or not guilty with a statement. In other words, you get to explain either way, guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
But obviously you only have one violation, and it's violation number 4. You were arrested by the St. Bernard Sheriff's Office on December 11th, 2024, and charged with violation of a protective order and simple injury battery, simple battery. You admitted to violating this protective order as well as being involved in an argument in which you pushed the mother of your child. So today, how do you plead to that violation?
Not guilty.
Okay. Your case is assigned to Mr. Prater. So he's going to go a little bit deeper into that not guilty and see what we want to talk about on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Washington.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you have anything you want to say about this? Did you want to give a statement or anything, or?
Yes. Well, it was my day to get my son, and I had to pay. It was my week to pay for nursery, and when I went over there to get him, we got into a argument, and it wasn't really no physical. I didn't hurt her or nothing. I wasn't trying to hurt her. I didn't hurt her. So she was like, so after I tried to get my son. She hit me. I pushed her. I went to leave. She said, "Well, you're gonna be in jail for the holidays." I left. Get a phone call from my mom. She like, the police in front of the house. So I turn around. I go back to the house. They put me in handcuffs, and I've been in here ever since. You know, like I'm not trying to harm her or nothing like that. It was just a misunderstanding.
Was there an active protective order against her or against you coming over there?
Well, see, I was going by her mom house. We stayed next door to each other. Like is one, she stay in the back and her mom stay in the front. And that's where I get my son from. And we had an argument from right there.
That was a yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There was a protective order saying for you to stay away from her.
Yes, sir.
Did you push her?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I don't have any other questions.
Ms. Stapleton, you got a question?
Okay, to follow up on what Mr. Prater was saying, the police report, let it be noted, Deputy Leon did observe as an approximately 2-inch scratch, which appeared to have just occurred, and Miss Narcissus on Miss Narcissus' left cheek, consistent with her statement. So when you pushed her, she did get an injury on her left cheek that the deputy observed. And let me ask you this. So you knew there was a protective order in place, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you knew you were violating the law.
Yes, ma'am. But the only reason why, listen, ma'am, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to get him. I really wasn't going directly to her house. I was going
You're not
about.
supposed to be anywhere around her with a protective order.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see her, you're supposed to go the other way. You're not supposed to call her. You're not supposed to be around her. And it was that you said that she asked you to bring her money to her house. How about that one?
Yes,
Was
ma'am.
that one? Okay, so let me tell you,
Ma'am.
protective order is against you.
Yes, ma'am.
So if she calls and says, will you take the baby to the doctor, whatever, you don't go around her. And that was made clear to you when you got that protective order. They're not playing.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now you're in jail, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Johnson, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me? I
Yes,
don't
I
know
can.
what happened to my screen. I just want to say, that Tony, he is a really good dude. He's a great father. I know he don't have any intentions on hurting anybody or doing anything to get himself in any trouble. Like he said, it was just a miscommunication between him and his child's mother. So I hope for the sake of his kids, he would be able to come home.
Okay, so you weren't involved in this altercation, being the girlfriend.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So, you know, for him to get a protective order, for a judge to issue that, is serious.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not playing.
Yes, ma'am.
So in her case, he should have stayed away. That's all I got to say.
All right. Mr. Prater, any more questions? Nope. All right, I have no questions. Case is assigned to you, Mr. Prater, so you would,
My vote is to revoke the parole because of violation of rule number 4, violation of the protective order, and admits to pushing the female.
Ms. Stapleton,
I concur with Mr. Prater for the same reasons.
and I concur with Mr. Prater for the same reasons. So, Mr. Washington, today your parole has been revoked, and this concludes our business at the Blackman Detention Center. Good luck to you.